So we are in the Itata Valley in Chile with Koupin, Carignan, Valle Itata red. So as you couldn't guess, it's Carignan 2019. So it has a couple of years on it. 13.5% alcohol, biodynamically produced. Actually, technically it's 13.7. I'll update that. And yeah, it's if you've been here a while, I love Carignan. I think that this version of it's really fun. So even though it's 2019, it honestly looks still super young and fresh just based on the coloring. The only way I would know that there's been a couple of years on it is that it has some rim variation. It's like lighter on the outside than it is on the inside. So on the nose. So good. So it's got this like, let's start with like the tertiary thing. So it's got a little bit of leather, a little bit of peppercorn. Those are things that might also hint that it has some age on it. It honestly has this like kind of like meatiness to it, a little bit game or not gamey, like a little bit savory. And then more towards the bottom, it's like plums, red cherries, blueberries, not so much like raspberries, but like blueberries and blackberries, kind of just more, essentially more darker fruit. But I just said red cherries. I guess it's more like red and dark cherries. We can have both. Let's try. Just so good. Something about Carignan, I swear to God, man, it's just such a good grape. I feel like the mouthfeel is always so nice. Like the mouthfeel is just, it's medium bodied, medium tannin. It's almost like medium everything like a Merlot, but it has like a little bit more of like a kick than you would expect from a Merlot, which I think is maybe just, I don't know if it's just slightly higher tannins or just the way they've made it, but it's really tasty. There's a little bit like of a leather note that I'm getting on the finish that's lovely. This is just prime food wine. So when I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking Latin food, maybe because it's from Chile. But I like the idea of it with like Ropa Vieja. I don't know if you've never had it. It's so good. It's like a mix of, it's basically like what people on coffee plantations eat for lunch or right before they go to work. It's like eggs and flank steak and rice and half an avocado and chicharron, and man, it is tasty, and I just love the idea of this wine with it. I don't know if that was my idea or if I read that somewhere, but I just thought that is such a good one. Yeah, so I love the idea of that. We're going to keep going in Latin style, like mondongo. It's like this. It's cow's tongue. Don't know that I love it that much, but I do think it'd go well here. I also think it'd just go well with like lighter meats, like maybe like lamb meatballs. I don't know if that's actually that light now I think about it. It's a little bit gamey, but I think it would still be good here. It's also honestly light enough that if you want to do like your pizzas with it and all that, it'll also work. But I figured for this one, try something a little more interesting. Enjoy.